Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is your chef from guruscooking.in with
Andhra mango pachadi, or as it is called, spicy Andhra pickle. For the masala preparation, we'll grab 400 grams of mustard seeds. We'll dry roast them at a very low flame. When they are dry roasted, they'll change their color slightly, not much, but the aroma that erupts through the air will guide you and let you know that they are now done. A little bit of smoke also is a good indication that now it's the time for you to put off the flame and extract this into a bowl. Let it cool down for a while. Until then, in the same cooking pan or frying pan, you'll grab 100 grams of fenugreek seeds or methi dana. We'll repeat the same process of dry roasting them. This time, these change color pretty soon, and you'll be intimidated to see the color changing to golden brown. That is when you know the methi dana is done. Put off the flame, extract this into the same bowl where you have the mustard seeds, and allow both of them to cool down before you grind them into a coarse powder. So I had patience. For 5 minutes I waited. After that, I'm adding them to the grinder and we'll grind them, like I said, to not a very fine but a little coarse powder like consistency. That is what you're looking for. Now friends, for the mangoes, I have washed the mangoes, wiped them very well with a dry cloth, and then cut them into these pieces. These are 3 kg or 3 kilos of raw mangoes. To them we are adding 200 grams of salt, and after that we'll add 200 grams of red chili powder. Yes, a lot of red chili powder goes into this recipe. That is how it is made. The spicy Andhra mango pickle. Delicious. Once you've added the 200 grams of red chili powder, friends, it's time for us to mix. Well, my bowl was not that large, so I'm adding this to a larger, more convenient bowl. In this also only half of it comes. So my indication here is, once we add the masala that we had grinded of the rye, that is the mustard seeds and the fenugreek seeds, and you mix it pretty well, because this is an integral aspect. You have to mix the masala very, very well with the mangoes. Do not be lazy for this step. Now the rest of the mangoes, I'm adding all of them into one big large bowl and mixing them with enough time on my hands. Please make sure that your ladle should have no residue of moisture, nor your vessel. Moisture or nami, or as you call it, water, is the enemy of your recipe. Never have any water close to your recipe anywhere. Now friends, we'll be adding an oil here. You can use different kinds of oil, but the most popular oil that goes with this recipe is til ka tel, or as it is called, sesame oil. Oh, trust me, 1.5 liter of oil goes into this recipe, and do not add less than that, because your pickle will get spoiled in 3 or 4 days if you do that. So we'll add and sprinkle some garlic, and I've got a lot of fresh garlic paste. This is almost like 100 grams of fresh garlic paste that I'm using. Just delicious, amazing recipe this turns out to be. Alright friends, so to mix this well, I'm going to transfer half of it into a bigger bowl, and then try to make sure that I have half here and half there, and then mixing is easy. You can use your hands, there's no problem. Make sure your nails are cut and there is no moisture in your hands. So like I said, if you make sure that there is enough oil, I've used 1.5 liters of oil. So if you use this much oil, it's good for your recipe. If the oil is less, your pickle will get spoiled in just 3 or 4 days. Always, as long as the pickle is made, it should be submerged in at least 1 inch oil floating at the top. But you might be wondering, there is not so much oil right now floating at the top. Don't you worry. I'll cover this with a lid after mixing it well and keep it in my house in shade for 3 days. Probably keep it at a dry location where no sunlight is. And for 3 days, after 3 days, when you observe, the oil will come to the top, rising high, and you will see it as above the level of the mangoes. And when that happens, you will cover this with a muslin cloth and keep it in the sun for 7 days. After that, your pickle is ready to be used. And for 3-4 years, it is not going to get spoiled. Enjoy it. Have fun. Thank you so much.